This is the woman I call mine. You know, every time I say those words, something inside me tightens, like your name is stitched into the deepest part of my chest. You aren't standing in front of me right now, but I'm still talking to you like you're here, like the air still carries your breath. You don't understand what you've done to me. You walk into my life so quietly, and now my entire world feels loud without you. I call you mine not because I hold you, but because my soul reacts to you like it has been waiting for you since before I knew what wanting even feels like. You don't get it. You have a power over me that no one should ever have over a man like me. And you know what makes it darker? The way you don't even realize how much control you have. You speak and my anger comes. You go silent and something dangerous inside me wakes up. You pull away and I feel the kind of rage that makes a man build walls higher than kingdoms or break them with his bare hands. I keep telling myself to stay composed, to stay the prince the world sees. But when it comes to you, I am nothing but a man who wants, who burns, who obsesses. You make the darkness inside me feel alive, like it finally has a reason to exist. There's a version of me only you bring out, the version that doesn't bend, the version that doesn't forgive easily, the version that turns cold just because I don't hear your voice. You have no idea how deeply I watch, how closely I listen, how every little thing about you stays with me. I'm talking to you now because if I keep these words in, they'll drive me insane. You belong to your own world, your own peace, but something in you still answers to the shadows in me, and I don't know if that's fate or madness, but I know it's real. I call you mine because my heart feels restless around everything except you. I call you mine because the way you walk, the way you breathe, the way you break and rebuild yourself, it all feels like something I'm meant to guard, even when you don't want to be guarded. You don't need to be near me for me to feel you. I close my eyes, and your presence sits in the room like a haunting, like a reminder that even in your absence, you own parts of me no one has ever touched. You aren't here, but I'm still speaking to you because the silence gets heavier without your name in it. You don't know the storm you carry inside me. You don't know how many times I whisper your name just to steady my pulse. You are the woman I call mine, not because I captured you, but because every dark part of me bowed the moment it recognized you. And that kind of surrender, that kind of devotion, it doesn't fade. It only sharpens. If you want more paragraphs or a darker and more obsessed version, just tell me. You don't even realize what you've turned me into. I speak to you in this empty room like you're standing right in front of me because your absence hits harder than any enemy ever has. You've carved a space in my mind so deep that even silence sounds like you. Every breath I take without you feels unfinished, like something is missing, like the world is paused until I hear your voice again. You don't know what it does to a man like me to want someone this fiercely, this dangerously, this completely. You have no idea how your name moves inside my chest, how it refuses to stay quiet, how it rises in my throat even when I try to bury it. You changed something in me, something I didn't even know was breakable. Now I feel everything more, anger sharper, peace quieter, desire heavier. You made me vulnerable in ways I never allowed myself to be. And yet, I don't want to escape it. I don't want freedom from you. I want the change your presence creates in my soul. There are nights I look at the city from my window and even the lights seem dull without the echo of your voice in my head. You're not here, but your energy sits beside me like a shadow that refuses to leave. You walk through my thoughts with no permission, no warning, no restraint. And I let you because fighting it would mean lying to myself about the depth of what I feel for you. You live in my mind with a permanence I can't undo. You don't even try, yet you pull the darkest parts of me to the surface. And the insanity is that you calm them just by existing. I've spent years controlling my fire, controlling my shadows, controlling every emotion that dared to rise. But one whisper from you, and I lose that control willingly. You make me want to show you the raw, unfiltered parts of me, the ones I hide from the world. It scares me and it captivates me. Every time I close my eyes, I see you, not standing beside me, not smiling, not touching me, just existing in that quiet way that disturbs every guarded line I've built around my heart. I can feel your presence, even in your distance. You don't understand how rare that is for me. I don't miss people. I don't crave anyone's voice. I don't wait for anything. But with you, I do all of that without hesitation. I talk to you like this because keeping these feelings locked inside would destroy me from the inside out. There's a darkness in me that only sharpens when I think of you, because wanting you is both my strength and my weakness. You make me powerful enough to challenge the world, yet fragile enough to lose myself if you ever walked away. And I don't know how to balance that. I don't think I want to. You don't hear me. You don't see me. But somewhere you feel this pull too. I know you do. Something in your soul answers mine even when your body isn't here. You don't need to be in the same room for me to feel connected to you. You don't need to say a word for my heart to react. I'm bound to you in a way that terrifies me, and yet it's the only thing that feels right. And until the day you stand in front of me again, I'll keep speaking to you like this, because the silence between us is too sacred to waste. You don't understand how you linger in the corners of my mind even when you're nowhere near me. I speak into the emptiness like it can carry my words to you, like the air itself listens when I say your name. It's strange how someone not standing before me can still command every pulse in my body. You think distance weakens things? No. With you, distance sharpens everything. It turns every memory of you into something heavier, deeper, impossible to shake off. You have this way of touching places in me I never let anyone reach. And the dangerous part is you do it without even trying. You tilt the balance inside me. You push the calm into chaos and the chaos into something painfully beautiful. I was a man who lived by discipline, by control. But you enter my thoughts and suddenly I'm undone, unguarded, exposed. And I'm not sure whether I resent you for it or crave more of it. Maybe it's both. Every time your voice crosses my mind, it feels like something inside me shifts, like the world becomes too quiet without the sound of you. You don't have to be here to affect me. You don't have to touch me to change me. You already have, more deeply than you'll ever understand. And that's what makes this connection terrifying. It's not logical. It's not planned. It's raw, instinctive, almost fated. Sometimes I wonder if you realize how much power you hold, not over the prince the world sees, but over the man beneath him, the man who hides his fire, protects his heart, shields his emotions like they're weapons. Yet you walk right through those defenses with nothing but your existence. You make the strongest parts of me kneel and the darkest parts of me rise, and I let it happen because resisting you feels like resisting the truth. I talk to you like this because silence becomes unbearable when you're not here. It fills the room with thoughts I try to ignore but can't. It reminds me of every moment you've changed me without knowing. You've become the place my mind returns to, even when I'm trying to focus on a world you're not part of. You're the tension in my breath, the ache in my chest, the fire I can't put out. You're not standing in front of me, but your absence feels like a weight pressing against my ribs. I feel you in the spaces between my thoughts, in the shadows that stretch across my room, in the echo of every unspoken word. And the truth is, I don't want to escape this. I don't want to be freed from whatever spell you've wrapped around me. I want to live inside it, breathe inside it, burn inside it. You don't hear me right now, but I know somewhere inside you, these emotions reach you. I know you feel the pull I feel. I know you sense the bond even in the distance, because you're not an ordinary presence in my life. You're the storm that woke my heart and the silence that calms my soul. And until the day you stand in front of me again, I'll keep speaking into the air like it carries my voice straight to your heart. You don't realize how deeply you've settled into me. Even when you're not here, I speak as if you can hear every word. It's like my thoughts are shaped around your presence, like my soul still thinks you're standing somewhere close. You left your calm in my chaos, and your chaos in my calm, and now nothing inside me feels the same. I try to distract myself, try to drown your memory under other things, but you rise back up every time, stronger, louder, more inevitable. You changed the rhythm of my heartbeat without lifting a single finger. You made the darkness inside me feel like it finally had someone to answer to. I've always carried shadows with pride, but now they behave differently, more restless, more aware, because your absence agitates them. I've controlled kingdoms, controlled storms, controlled myself, but I can't control the way I react to the thought of you, and that terrifies me more than anything ever has. I talk to you like this because my mind refuses to stay silent about you. Every part of me that used to be cold now burns with something I don't know how to name. And it isn't soft, it isn't harmless, it's intense, consuming, almost dangerous. You turn me into a man who feels too much, even when you're not around to see it. You woke emotions I thought I buried years ago. You made me feel alive in a way that hurts as much as it heals. There are moments I catch myself looking at the door, expecting it to open with you walking through. And when it doesn't, something inside me tightens. Your absence keeps reminding me of how deeply you've woven yourself into my life. I don't crave people. I don't chase anyone. I don't wait for anyone. But for you, I do all of that without hesitation, without pride, without resistance. You broke every rule I ever made for my heart. The strange part is, you don't even try. You just exist, and everything in me bends toward you. You speak, and the world goes quiet. You vanish, and the world becomes unbearable. You leave a mark without touching me, and that mark feels permanent. I've fought wars inside myself, trying to understand why you affect me this way. But there is no answer. There's only the truth. You matter to me more than I ever allowed anything to matter. You're not here right now, but your energy fills the space like a memory I can't escape. I feel you in the stillness, in the air, in the silence that follows my thoughts. It's like you're haunting me, but in a way that steadies me instead of breaking me. Every time I speak, I imagine you hearing it. Every time I breathe, I feel the weight of your name inside my chest. You turned absence into another form of presence. So I keep talking to you, even if you can't hear me. I keep letting these feelings spill out, even if you'll never know how deep they run. Because something tells me that you feel this bond too, even from afar. Something tells me your soul answers mine in ways your voice never had to. And until the day you stand in front of me again, I'll keep speaking into the empty air, because somehow it still feels like you're listening. You don't understand how deeply you've carved yourself into me. Even when I try to pull away from the thought of you, something inside me drags me right back. It's like my soul has decided that you are its gravity, and every part of me keeps falling toward you, whether I want to or not. I talk to you like this because silence feels heavier when your name is trapped inside my chest.